Small cannonballs from culverines, left, found by archaeologists at the Zhytova fortress in Bulgaria's Svishtov, were mostly used by Vlad Dracula during the 15th century. Photo credit. Svishtov municipality, yes, you read that right. Dracula's cannonballs. Archaeologists in Bulgaria have discovered medieval cannonballs from culverins, an early form of cannon, that were most likely used by Wallachian voivode Vlad III Dracula, also known as Vlad the Impaler. The cannonballs were purportedly used by Count Vlad during his bloody battle in 1461 with the Ottoman Turks to capture the Zhytov fortress, according to a report in Archaeology in Bulgaria. They were found in Svishtov, a small town in the northern Bulgaria, by a team led by Professor Nikolay Ovcharov from the National Institute and Museum of Archaeology in Sofia, Fox News reported. What's really interesting is that from the early Ottoman period we have found cannonballs, Ovcharov said in an interview with Nova TV. We rejoice at those small cannonballs because they are from culverins. These were the earliest cannons which were for the 15th century, up until the 16th century, they weren't in use after that. These were still very imperfect cannons. That was precisely the time of Vlad Dracula. There is no doubt that they are connected with the siege and conquest of the Zhytova fortress by Vlad Dracula in 1461. Lead archaeologist Nikolay Ovcharov shows the cannonballs purportedly used by Vlad Dracula and other artifacts discovered during the renewed excavations of the Zhytova fortress in Bulgaria's Svishtov. Photo credit. Svishtov municipality, the fortress is located on a hill in the center of the town and dates to the 13th to 14th century. It has been the site of other archaeological finds. Ovcharov's team of researchers also discovered an inscription detailing one of the cohorts of the Roman Empire's 1st Italian Legion, stationed from the 1st to 4th centuries AD at the military camp and city of Novi, just outside of today's Svishtov. Researchers also unearthed larger cannonballs from later time frames at the excavation site. Our hypothesis is that this is from the last period of the Roman presence in this region, Ovcharov said in the Nova interview. We know that they had been quartered at Novi, but towards the 4th-5th century AD, as a result of the barbarian invasions, it became indefensible, it was abandoned, and the late antiquity fortress that predated the Zhytova fortress was built here. After the existing fortification, which was in use as late as 1810, was built on top of it, Vlad Dracula came along and started his bloody conquest of what had been the Second Bulgarian Empire, along with the Byzantine Empire. The researchers say they are amazed that the fortress is so well preserved. High sections of a wall are still standing. For a long time, I had thought that this fortress would be in an extremely severe condition, but it has turned that they didn't manage to do that much damage, and its level of preservation is rather good, Ovcharov said. According to the archaeologist, it's also quite possible that Dracula stayed at the fortress after conquering